Alright, just got finished watching the scrimmage and it was effing awesome. You got to see our team playing. You got to see the action that's going on out there. And there was one play toward the middle of practice where Dez caught a slant coming across the middle, and J.J. Wilcox just unloaded on Dez. And Dez jumped up and jumped in J.J. Wilcox's face, and J.J. went, PAP! I mean, he swung on Dez like that, and they were straight up swinging on each other out there. Everybody got hyped up. There was no hard feelings because like a couple of minutes later, Dez gave J.J. Wilkins the thumbs up, Wilcox the thumbs up, and Wilcox pointed at him, so they're cool because you can't get mad at somebody for going all out like that. Dez was killing Scandrick there, but I think it's just because of the size. I don't think there's some things that Scandrick just can't do with Dez. But Scandrick played very well out there, so he was really one of the bright spots. A bad spot was when we did the drills, when they did the scrimmage, when it was driving. The ones went against each other and the twos went against each other, and our number 2 defense beat it. Where did that word come from? But our second team beat the second Brandon Whedon and the second offense, and the first defense beat the first offense. So I don't like a situation where my that defense out there is beating my first offense. I've said it over and over and over again. In the off season, I said that on the live stream. In the off season, we go and we get the stats. We look at Romo's stats. We look at all the offensive stats, all the points we scored and whatever, and we go, we have one of the best offenses in the league. When we don't. We have one of the most inconsistent offenses in the league, but we'll probably be one of the top 3 most explosive teams in the league. Probably the most explosive team. Maybe that team out there in New Orleans is a little more explosive, but we are one of the most explosive teams in the league. Easy. But as far as the consistency, as far as getting the ball and having a slow, deliberate drive to win a game, or a slow, deliberate drive to keep our defense off the field. Because let me tell you what, lots of times last year, in crucial situations, we scored quickly, but when we score quick, we don't help our defense out, because when we are out there, when we score within 35, 40 seconds from being on the field, that means their defense is sitting back down and our defense is back on the field, getting beat up a little bit more, getting picked on a little bit more. And the less our defense is, with the offense that we have, the less our defense is on the field, the better our fortunes are going to be. So we need to make sure our offense ups its game. Our offense should be beating the crap out of our defense out there, just like D. Ware was beating Tyron to make Tyron the monster he is right now. D. Ware used to abuse Tyron in training camp, and now Tyron's a monster. He's throwing people all over the place. Our offense needs to be doing that to our defense right now. That defense out there shouldn't have no success on our offense. Romo should be ripping them apart, just like Phillip Rivers ripped them apart last year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that, and I don't take it as, oh wow, the defense is playing better, because I don't care how much better the defense is playing than last year. This offense with this cast should be destroying them. Period. Hitchens had a good practice. Devontae Holloman had a pretty good practice. He was all over the place. Ronaldo McClain, he was okay. He looks big though. He's a big guy, 6'4". He's a big guy. As far as wide receiver, Devin Street made a couple of really nice catches, but Boyd is my boy. Every time I've watched Boyd on doing anything on these highlights, from training camp or whatever, Boyd has been doing great. So I'm really high on that kid. And who else? Joe Randall. I was dragging Joe Randall in the live feed, and he came out, he looked better than all the running backs, Murray included. So maybe there's a problem. Maybe that's going to be a good problem. Maybe we've got too many running backs, because the kid out of Texas A&M, I can't think of his name right now, Ben Molina, he's doing awesome. So you got Molina, you got Dunbar, you got Randall, you got Ryan Williams, and you got DeMarco. Find 3 of them, or maybe even 4 if you can get 4 on the team. But it was good. I'm going to go watch the Bills and the Giants. But next week we have some football, and I'm going to try to go out there next week to see the Raiders. But whatever happens, happens. And I enjoyed watching them on the TV right here. All right, I'll holler at you later. Peace out. Hello.